Good morning. Today is a new day. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. Feel free to gently start to warm up the body as we bring the hands over the head, gently gazing towards the ceiling. As we come down to a forward fold, knees can be soft. Slowly press against the knees, coming into a flat back, and exhaling towards the floor. We're going to gently walk the feet out to be wider than hip distance. Step your right foot back, opening up the chest as we step into plank and into our downward dog. Pressing heels towards the floor, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Pressing through the heels and into the toes, we bend the knees. Come into your plank. Option to bring the knees to the floor as we slowly lower down, all the way to the floor. You're gonna raise, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and back into our downward dog. Again, pressing heels to floor, adjusting as needed, bending the knees. We bring the left foot forward. Same hand, same knee as we twist. Option to bring that right knee to the floor or to keep it tall. Coming back to both hands, both feet step in. Back into that forward fold, bringing the feet back together. And into a tabletop position. Rising back up, hands reach towards the ceiling, we bend backwards. And coming back into a forward fold, again pressing against the knees to a flat back. And we come all the way down, reaching to the floor. Again, we walk the feet just beyond hip distance, step back with that left foot. And we come back to our downward dog, again adjusting as needed, pressing the heels towards the floor, heels to ceiling. Breathing, coming into our plank, and gently lowering down once again, all the way to the floor. We open up the chest in a small cobra, lowering back down, coming all the way back to our downward dog, pressing heels to floor, bend the knees, and that right foot is going to come forward into our lunge, same hand, same knee, as we twist, stare towards the ceiling, and bring it back down. Beautiful. We walk the feet back together, back into a tabletop pose, reaching towards the sky, reaching towards the ceiling, and back into that forward fold. Finding again flat back, option to brace the core, raise the hands just gently. Back into that forward fold. We step back into that lunge, right foot goes back, and we step both feet back into a downward dog, heels to floor, and heels to ceiling, coming into plank, lowering down all the way to the floor. We press open the chest up and back down, pushing out of that plank, back into our downward dog, adjusting the feet as needed. Bending the knees, again, left foot comes forward, same hand, same knee as we twist, and coming back down, both feet together. Walking the feet back in together and back into that intense pose. We have one more as we reach the hands to the ceiling, stretch all the way down into our forward fold. Again, raising flat back, opening the arms wide, spreading the wings, back into a forward fold, walking the feet open. Left foot steps back into that lunge, and we come into our downward dog, pressing heels to floor, bending the knees, coming into our plank, and lowering all the way to the floor. We open the chest, come back down, press out of our plank, back into a downward dog, pressing heels to floor. We bend the knees, step right foot forward into that lunge, same hand, same knee as we twist, staring towards the ceiling, looking to the sky, both hands plant, back into that forward fold. We walk the feet out just a little bit wider and we stretch, walking the hands to one side and to the other, stretching a little bit of the inner thighs. Feet come back together. And finally, we come back into that tabletop position, a little bit of strengthening here. Bring the arms behind you, keep them wide, powerful. And we come back to the top. Namaste.